Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. I love the way you.
I've had a long day, I just wanna relax. Don't have time for my friends, no time to chit chat. Problems at my job, wondering what to do. I know I should be working, but I'm thinking of you. And just when I feel this crazy world is gonna bring me down, that's when your smile comes around. Ooh, I love the way you hold me. By my side you'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love the way you hold me. In your arms I'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words in my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Oh, 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 oh. Well, yeah, took my day and you flipped it around. Calmed the tidal wave and put my feet on the ground. Forever in my heart, always on my mind. It's crazy how I think about you all of the time. And just when I think I'm about to figure you out, you make me wanna sing and shout. I love the way you hold me. By my side you'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love the way you hold me. In your arms I'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words in my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Oh, 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 oh. I'm so grateful and thankful for all you've done. Wish I could tell you in a short story or poem, but all I have is my voice and this guitar. And you have my heart. Ooh, I love the way you hold me. By my side you'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love the way you hold me. In your arms I'll always be. You take each and every day, every day. I love the way you hold me. By my side you'll always be. You make each and every day oh so special. I love the way you hold me. In your arms I'll always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words in my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 I
love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Alexa, even Alexa can make it do what it do. Baby. Hey, I hope you all have had a great week. It's cold in the GA. It's cold here in the ATL. It is cold. The cold front has, there was a cold front that moved in earlier this week to the East Coast. So I want to make sure that you all, every morning that y'all wake up for the next few days, make sure you're prepared before you go out. I'm bald headed and I messed around and walked outside, and Jack Frost was at my door and told me, hey, I think you need to put on a coat and a hat. So I had to go back in and put on a coat and a hat. So make sure you're doing what you need to do in order for you to stay healthy, won't get sick or anything like that, because this is the time of year the weather does whatever it wants to do. I read somewhere the other day on social media, I think I posted it on my thing too, they said that the temperature acted as if it saw the state patrol and went from 95 to 55 in the blink of an eye. That's what it feels like. Let me give a shout out to those that's in the chat room. Dr. Tony, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for being a faithful listener. I do appreciate you. Yogi, same with you. Thank you so much for being on. I really do appreciate it. Emery's having problems. Oh, matter of fact, Nurse Rachel just got on. So, Yogi, thank you so much for being on. Nurse Rachel just chimed in and said that good morning, and they're finally on. Hey, Nurse Rachel, I need for you to get my information from Yogi. I need to or give my information to somebody to see if I can set up out there on once a month. I want to set up out there once a month if it's possible. So let's see if we can make that happen, if possible. So good morning to you all. To my Emory Winship Warriors, what's going on? My Warriors. Y'all looking good. Y'all looking good. Y'all looking good. Y'all looking good. Y'all make sure y'all keep fighting because y'all are winning. Make sure you keep fighting because you all are winning. You may be tired. You may not feel like you can swing anymore. But I just took a sneak peek at the scorecard, and you all are ahead of the game. So keep fighting. Keep doing what you need to do. And to my corner men and women, y'all trainers out there, the doctors, the nurses, the receptionists, the environmental specialists, the psychologists, psychiatrists, all of security, all of y'all folks out there that's taking care of my warriors. Thank you all so much for hooking them up. I appreciate you all. Make them feel like royalty because they are. All right, let's get started on this conversation. In previous conversations, I've talked a lot about taking inventory and doing this and doing that and making sure that you need to do with what you find out about yourself. But I recently came to a realization that we as individuals, I'm just going to make a blanket statement, and well, I'll just go ahead and make it. We've been lying to ourselves. We probably have acknowledged that we've had this going on in our life, or we need to improve in this area. But honestly, we haven't been 100 with ourselves. Let me explain that, because I know some of y'all not hip to the slang. Let me help y'all out. We're not 100. We're not completely honest with ourselves. I've come to realize I thought I was honest because I tried to be open and transparent even when I speak. But then I realized that I may have been open, or I may have been, I make myself aware of certain things. But keeping it 100 or keeping it real or being real with myself, and I think that's what I want us to focus on, being real with myself. Take me trying to look good out of it, or take trying even the bad stuff. Here's what we do. We take the bad stuff that we acknowledge and then come up with a caveat or come up with a reason why I am this way. That's not being real with yourself. Because what we do is justify why I'm this way. It's not about when you are real with yourself. Think of yourself in being in a relationship, and being in that relationship, something happens, and you tell the other person, "Just be real with me." Don't come up with, "I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that." Just say, "I did it. Yeah, that's me. That was me. That I did that. I don't want to hear, I did that. Yes, I did that. But this is why I did that. No. Just own up to your decision. So even when it comes to us as individuals, what we do is we minimize our healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, and in many cases, because those two things will lead to our physical healing, is just simply not being honest with ourselves. I'm gonna jump around to different points. I remember before I finally got to where I am now, not caring about what people say about me, think about me, or feel about me. I don't want to use the word nonchalant, but I am very nonchalant about how people feel about me. I don't care how people feel about me anymore. If you say that I am this, well, if that's the image that I gave you and that's how you interpret what I went through, then fine. That's how you feel about me. But I finally got to the place where, because in the past, I would let people use that against me because they knew I didn't want them to feel that way about me. And they would say and do things. Oh, I'm gonna tell your social media. I'm gonna tell your church. I'm gonna expose you on this. I'm gonna expose you on that. When I got to the point where I said, "Look, I will tell the whole story. This is what happened." When I got to the point where I wasn't scared to share my story, watch this. I'm not talking about the good stuff. Because sharing the good part of me has always been easy. Never had an issue with telling the good stuff that I did. But when I finally got to the place where I wanted to keep it 100 and be real, it became easier. Life became easier. Stress became lower because I finally realized everybody has issues. Some years ago, I used to go to this place in Atlanta called the Cigar City Club here in Atlanta, one of the most popular cigar spots in the area. And I used to hang out with a lot of politicians there, well-known politicians. And they kept asking me to run for office. And they basically assured me that I basically had the seat, whatever seat they wanted me to run for. But in my mind, I carried too much baggage. I did not want people to see or for my closet door to swing open and the skeleton bones to find out. Because I didn't want to keep it 100. I wanted to keep it frosty, or I wanted to keep it neat. I wanted my presentation of who I am to be. I understand that y'all see that I'm this way now. I understand that y'all see that I have good words and I have a certain type of wisdom that comes along with it once you get to know me and the verbiage that comes along with me. Many people don't know, and people are shocked when I tell them I don't. My shows, my Coffee and Conversations, my LATC, my Life After the Collar podcast, and some of my Mad Smoke podcast. None of that is scripted. None of that is written down. Everything that you all hear from me on my shows is me literally sitting in front of a mic talking. That came from years of experience. And I use that word intentionally. Experience. My experiences did not come from, or all of it did not come from classroom. All of it did not come from praying. All of it did not come from sitting in church. All of it did not come from counseling. A large part of it is me making a whole bunch of stupid mistakes in life. I've made so many stupid mistakes in life, but I got to the point that I learned from them. The problem was, although I learned from them, I never wanted them exposed. Because I'm supposed to have the neat boy, clean boy image. I'm supposed to be the cool, calm, collective guy that never did anything wrong. And hey, look how smart. Hey, he's good. No, I've been a jackass plenty of times. And when they asked me to run, I said, no, I can't do it because I had too much personal stuff that I don't know who's going to say what, when, and where. But now I am so free from my past. There it is right there. I am so free from my past that I'm able to live in my present. I am so free from all of the stuff that I did. The song, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'm okay with my good. I'm okay with my bad. And I'm okay with my ugly. I have my kids. Some were born out of the good. Some were born out of the ugly. And some was born out of the bad. I do not have a whole slew of kids. FYI. I have 3 sons. But in life, the things that we birth in life, even the newness of who we become, birthing a new us, a new you, comes from the pain of the past. Think about this. You have a baby. You have a baby. You just birthed the baby. Well, that birth, that moment in time when you birthed that baby, did not come because you woke up and said, I'm going to deliver a baby. No, you had a good time in most cases, majority of the cases, but there have been other issues, so I don't want to minimize that thing. Something happened. You carried the term. There were some good days that you really enjoyed being pregnant, and then there was other days that you was like, I want this thing to get up out of me. And you go through these, they call them trimesters. And you finally reach the day that you deliver. The day of that delivery is probably, for the most part, for many people, for many women, it's the happiest day of their lives. And let me give a shout out to all women. Y'all are some amazing creatures to me. Y'all, the stuff that y'all able to do is amazing to me. Back on track now. But keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. When you birth something, there's a whole entire process. There are some good days. There's some bad days. And when we begin to learn to acknowledge both days, good and bad, you're going to see a more return on investment for the things that you've been through in life. You're going to have a return on investment. And dare I say that you're going to get more out of the bad things that you went through than the good things. You're going to be able to help more people out of the bad things and sharing the bad things that you went through. More so than acknowledge, oh, look what I did this. I won this award. I accomplished this. I got this title. I got this degree. I got this position. And you only talk about, but when you really get down, I've learned this in life. When I kept it 100 and shared my hardship and the things that I did wrong and the things that I've been through, it had more value in it. And even those lessons begin to have, or those seasons begin to have, because I learned my lessons during the difficult seasons. My conversation with you all this morning is very simple. Learn how to dance with yourself. I know that seemed very strange. Learn how to dance with yourself. I love dancing. I absolutely love dancing. And many times when I'm out, I'm stepping. I do a lot of stepping. And I often have people that walk up to me and want to dance with me. In dancing with me, I learned that not everybody is on the same level of stepping that I am, but they're interested in learning. And while they're learning, they're going to make mistakes. They're going to, and I have to go back and correct it. Okay, watch how I do this. Watch how I do this. Watch how I do this. When I do this, I mean this. When I do that, I mean that. Here's what I mean by learn how to dance with yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to let your past lead your present. In other words, let all of the life experiences that you've gone through teach you how to be a better person today. Learn how to allow all of the things that you've been through, embrace it in a motion, in a movement that allows your past and your presence to create a movement, to create a person that everyone around you notices how beautiful you are. It notices, oh, you made that mistake, but watch how you clear it up. It notices, oh, I may not have it down pat now, but I'm willing to keep going. Let your past teach you how to do something better. When you take, the reason why we hold on to so many things from our past is because we refuse to learn from it. We refuse to learn from it. So today, as I end this show for the week, learn how to allow your past to teach you to dance. Be 100 with yourself. Take all of you and become a beautiful specimen on the dance floor. Allowing people, because when I dance, I purposely, I don't mind dancing by myself. I dance by myself all the time. People have to literally walk. If they want to dance with me, 90% of the time, people are walking up to me, asking me to dance. Because I dance by myself in a public place. Club, packed. And I'll go dance by myself. Because I love me. And people see that I love me. And they've gotten to the point, I've noticed people notice it and want to be a part of it. Even though it's a dance to them. But they want to be a part of that energy. Be who you are going to be. Be the perfect you and be the imperfect you. Be the perfect you and be the imperfect you. You're going to make mistakes. Learn from those mistakes. You're going to have some up days and some down days. When you have the up days, enjoy every moment you can of it. One thing for certain, two things for sure. Those bad days are going to come back around. Those bad days are going to come back around. Make sure you do what you need to do in order to enjoy all of you. Keep it 100 with yourself. Keep it 100 with yourself. And always remember to dance with yourself. Your past and your future should always be dancing with each other. All right. I'll see you all next week. Stay warm, stay safe. Have a good football weekend. The NBA has just started. I know y'all don't care nothing about that, but hey, shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Ohio State. Shout out to Ohio State 1 and 2. Y'all doing y'all thing. Be good. See y'all next week. I'll holla. All right, bye.
So